All right, so here is the long-time middleweight contender, the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori. And I think if you were to ask Marvin, as we did in our fighter meeting on Thursday, how he feels about his UFC body of work overall, he is dissatisfied. He thought he would have been an undisputed champion at this point in time. Of course, he has had the opportunity, as he did in 2021 against Israel Adesanya. But the biggest feather in his cap, other than, I guess, the cardiovascular base, is just the sheer durability. It feels like a human weapon is not going to be able to finish Marvin Vettori, and that's a great source of his confidence here tonight. Marvin Vettori, a picture of focus as he looks to produce one of the biggest wins of his career tonight. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of these defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some headspace in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Marvin, the Italian Dream, Vettori. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Dooho Choi.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, there are a lot of different reasons why Marvin Vettori has vaulted into UFC middleweight title contention as we get the early portions of this round underway. A lot of it has to do with his commitment. Married to the game, does not even begin to describe it. Cardio is next level, but there aren't a lot of glaring weaknesses with Marvin Vettori, right? When you look at the striking, you look at the grappling, you look at the clinch, look at the transitions. Vettori has put it all together, and he has left no stone unturned as he tries tonight to get a win and take his career to the next level. Early connection with the left from the champ. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Oh, that's a good strike there by Vettori.
I mean, right away, don't feel in our process. These boys just went start fighting. Great block there.
Now he's starting to find his groove with the counter strikes. This is his bread and butter, to keep his opponent at bay and keep him guessing. And when his opponent over-engages, make him pay with a straight right hand, straight left, or a jab. Nicely done with the hands there. Now goes to the uppercut. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming this way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Vettori gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention.
Another punch to the head.
Well, as usual, this outstanding striker has come out aggressively tonight, almost as if he's double parked outside.
Dude's trying to get the job done and get it done quickly. But he doesn't waste any actions. Everything is so tight and crisp. That's why he lands, he can be so aggressive.
So again, trying to bait his opponent in here, looking to set up yet another counter. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He wants and needs his opponent to strike first. Not always easy being a counter striker. The crowd can get on you a little bit, but he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight. Oh, high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Choi.
Oh, high kick.
Choi swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Oh, that's a beautiful land downstairs with the kick. Unable to connect with a right hook. 2 minutes now to go in round one. Oh, working the inside of that leg. Big, straight left. Maybe leather later on both sides in that exchange. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. Choi gets hit with yet another flush left to the head. He's got to figure out a way to get those hands up and shore things up defensively here. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Straight right is there. Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
Choi's eye is closing up. Nice job by him defensively there.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. The Korean Superboy getting work to the body here on the ground. It was the elbow there. He didn't think that would be the strike coming, and he paid for it. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Choi. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Choi's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Vettori. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Breathe and relax.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round two.
Nice body shot.
Lands a nice straight. Oh, effective use of the jab by Choi. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
Oh, beautiful counter. Choi's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Dude getting active, lands another combination to the head.
Strike landed pretty cleanly there. Well, don't get mad, get even, right? He got stunned by his opponent earlier in the round. He's clearly been losing since. Mentally, it appears as though he's checked out a little bit.
A lot easier said than done. When his opponent has the power that he possesses, it's hard for him to say, you know what, I'm going to take one to give him.
Choi's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard.
Oh, my God!
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to... Choi's overhand punch to the head. It doesn't get there. It was telegraphed and it was blocked. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the... That was crazy!
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really... Looking to hit him, stop it, and he will!
Oh, my goodness!
Unbelievable. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Marvin the Italian Dream, the